Hi everyone and welcome back to Jay's Virtual Pub Quiz. Thank you for joining me for this specialist quiz. It's Harry Potter book number 5. We are on to the Order of the Phoenix. In terms of the books, I think this is where it gets really interesting for me. I think the 5, 6 and 7 I think are probably J.K. Rowling's finest work really in my eyes. I think the first books are great where it really does set the scene, but these really now come into their own. And that means there's lots to go at in the books. Now, if you've not done one of the Harry Potter quizzes so far, these ones are all about the books. These are things that you shouldn't find in the films. These are the bits that the films did miss out. And going back through the books and the films over the last sort of few weeks to try and find these questions, there's a lot of things even I'd forgotten and I thought I was a fan. So hopefully you find something in there that you sit there and go, oh yeah, I forgot about that. So yeah, thank you very much for joining us. All you need is a pen and a bit of paper. You don't need anything more than that. I've got 20 questions from the book. So all you need to do, write down your answers. It's pre-recorded, so you can take your time if you need to pause a question. If you want to go back and look at something, it's entirely up to you how you watch the video. And after I finish the 20 questions, I'll tell you the right moment to pause the video, and then I'll give you the answers at the end. So let's get into this then. 20 questions on Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix coming from the books. Starting then with question number 1. So what kind of animal was Bungie that had learned to water ski according to the news bulletin? What kind of animal was Bungie that had learned to water ski according to the end of the news bulletin? Question 2. Dudley had recently become junior champion at what? So Dudley had recently become a junior champion at what? Number 3. What were the words in the howler that Aunt Petunia received? So what were the words in the howler that Aunt Petunia received? Number 4. Dumbledore says Dumbledore says he doesn't care what they do as long as they don't take him off what? So Dumbledore says he doesn't care what they do as long as they don't take him off what? Number 5. According to the family tree, Molly Weasley and whom are cousins by marriage? According to the family tree, Molly Weasley and whom are cousins by marriage? Number 6. After being cleared of all charges, what did Harry do with his money bag on the way out of the ministry? So after being cleared of all charges, what did Harry do with his money bag before leaving the ministry? On his way out of the ministry. And number 7. What was Ron made before Hogwarts started its first term? So what was Ron made before Hogwarts started its first term? Question number 8. Who struggled to destroy the boggart in the study and was saved by Remus Lupin? So who struggled to destroy the boggart in the study and was saved by Remus Lupin? Number 9. What was the nickname given to Cornelius Fudge in the Quibbler? So what was the nickname given to Cornelius Fudge in the Quibbler? Number 10, and I love this quote in the book. I'll be her friend as long as I don't have to borrow that cardigan. Who was Parvati talking about? So I'll be her friend as long as I don't have to borrow that cardigan. So who was Parvati talking about? So, number 11. What was Sirius's nickname in the letters Harry addressed to him? So what was Sirius's nickname in the letters that Harry addressed to him? Number 12. Who wrote to Ron to tell him to sever ties with Harry Potter? So who wrote to Ron to tell him to sever ties with Harry Potter? Number 13. In the wizarding grading system, what does D stand for? So in the wizarding grading system, what does D stand for? Number 14. What happened to the stairs after Harry and Ron tried to get into the girls' dormitory? So what happened to the stairs when Harry and Ron tried to get into the girls' dormitory? And number 15. Who nearly caught Sirius in the fireplace? So who nearly caught Sirius in the fireplace? Number 16. Harry, Fred and George were banned by Umbridge from what? So Harry, Fred and George were banned by Umbridge from what? Number 17. Who actually revealed Dumbledore's army? So who actually revealed Dumbledore's army? Number 18. Who took 4 stunning spells to the chest while trying to protect Hagrid? So who took 4 stunning spells to the chest while trying to protect Hagrid? Number 19. What did Harry's visitor badge say when he went to the ministry for a second time? So when he went with the students from Hogwarts, not when he went for his hearing. Okay. So what did Harry's visitor badge say when he went to the ministry a second time? And finally, last question, number 20. How many points did McGonagall award each of the students who, in her words, alerted the world of you-know-who's return? So how many points did McGonagall award each of the students who alerted the world of you-know-who's return? Probably should have put my phone on silent. Okay, so that is your 20 questions for today. So, pre-recorded, as always, if you've done specialist quizzes, you know what's coming next. All you need to do, if you need more time to put your answers together before we give them to you, you just need to pause the video now. Okay, and welcome back. So hopefully you've got all of your answers ready and you want to know what your score is for today. Well, let's go through the answers then, starting then with number 1. And I love this. What kind of animal was Bungie that had learned to water ski according to the end of the news article? It was a bird. It was a budgerigar, but if you put bird, I'll give you the point. It was right at the beginning of the book where Harry was under the windowsill, laying in the flower bed, listening out for news about what had happened in the Muggle world to see if it related to the Wizarding world. Number 2, Dudley had recently become a junior champion at what? It was boxing. I can't box, but yeah, you know what I mean. Number 3, what were the words in the Howler that Aunt Petunia received? It was, remember my last Petunia. So remember my last Petunia. If you've got the 4 words there, I'll give you a point. If you've got something similar, I'll give you half a point for that. Number 4, Dumbledore says he doesn't care what they do as long as they don't take him off what? He didn't want them taking they didn't want the chocolate frog cards. There you go, can't get my words out. It was the chocolate frog cards. He wanted to make sure that he stayed on those, despite him losing all of his titles. Number 5, Molly Weasley and whom cousins by marriage? She's actually cousins with Sirius Black through marriage, according to the Black family tree. Number 6, after being cleared of all charges, what did Harry do with his money bag on the way out of the ministry? He emptied it into the pool in the atrium. It was one of the wishing wells like we see around. It was raising money for St Mungo's. So he emptied all of his money that was in his money bag into the pool. Number 7, what was Ron made before Hogwarts started its first term? He was made a prefect, along with Hermione. Number 8, who struggled to destroy the boggart in the study and was saved by Lupin? It was Mrs. Weasley. Number 9, what was the nickname that given to Cornelius Fudge in the Quibbler? It was Goblin Crusher. Cornelius the Goblin Crusher Fudge. Number 10, I'll be her friend as long as I don't have to borrow that cardigan. Who was Parvati talking about? It was Dolores Umbridge. Number 11, what was Sirius's nickname in the letters Harry addressed to him? So in the book, Harry addressed them as 2 Snuffles. Number 12, who wrote to Ron to tell him to sever ties with Harry? It was Percy. Number 13, in the Wizarding grading system, what does D stand for? It's dreadful. Number 14, what happened to the stairs after Harry and Ron tried to get into the girls' dormitory? Well, they turned into a slide. Number 15, who nearly caught Sirius in the fireplace? It was her again, Dolores Umbridge. Number 16, Harry, Fred and George were banned by Umbridge from what? And that was playing Quidditch. Number 17, who actually revealed Dumbledore's army? So in the films, they, for plot reasons and to make it more dramatic, went with Cho, but it was actually in the books Cho's friend Marietta. Number 18, who took 4 stunning spells to the chest while trying to protect Hagrid? That was Professor McGonagall. Number 19, who was the first Wizard to use the Quidditch stick? It was Professor Plum. Number 20, who was the first Wizard to use the Quidditch stick? It was Professor Plum. Number 21, who was the first Wizard to use the Quidditch stick? It was Professor McGonagall. Number 19. What did Harry's visitor badge say when he went to the ministry a second time? I love this. It said, Harry Potter, rescue mission. And finally, number 20. How many points did McGonagall award each of the students who alerted the world of you-know-who's return? They were awarded 50 points each. And that's it. That is your quiz for today. So thank you very much for playing along. How have you got on? Let us know as always. Hashtag Jay's Virtual Pub Quiz, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all the social medias that you can, or comment below on the video as well. If you are new around here, please do think about subscribing. We're almost done. We've got 2 more Harry Potter quizzes to go, but the other ones have been on before, and hopefully they should be appearing, the previous one should be appearing somewhere either side of me on the screen now as we speak. So yeah, please do think about subscribing. We do these specialist quizzes and of course the big live quizzes Thursday and Sunday nights, Thursday and Saturday nights even. That's it from me. Thank you very much as always. Take care and stay safe.